Hello guys, today we'll be playing Pikmin 3 Deluxe in a story mode, and this will be my first review, so let's go. We'll just create a new file here, set difficulty to normal. Okay, so this is the introduction, so if you want to skip to the actual gameplay, I'll be putting a marker. For now, let's just watch the video.
Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Hopi's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called sparrows. At last, the explorer's 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
So the story is pretty much similar to the old Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2. Um, Basically, everybody gets split up in the planet, and you're supposed to find them. Alright, so this is Charlie, Captain Charlie. So apparently they give you some hints. You can scroll down and the controls are pretty basic. You can walk around. Apparently he knows there's some Pikmin. And apparently if you're lost they give you some arrows you can follow to the next action point. The same as the old games, if you play them, you can gather all your Pikmin just spraying by pressing B, I'm sorry, which is the whistle, and then with A you can throw them. As you can see, I'm throwing them, and then you know they go away, or they can eat the mushrooms, which apparently doesn't do anything. So it's pretty simple. You know, B you can gather them, and A you can throw them. The longer you press actually B, the greater the radius of the whistle becomes, so you can actually gather more Pikmin. As you can see, I'm throwing them and then, getting rid of the mushrooms so we can go forward. Um, Controls are pretty smooth. You can turn the camera around, as you can see. See, you can gather more Pikmin. That's a crystal, so apparently this Pikmin are not effective against crystals or glass. But they're pretty good with mushrooms, so. Alright, now let's go into this cave. The graphics are pretty good. Pretty good improvement from the last game. That was the Wii U, Pikmin 2. Um, Here in this area, apparently you can't really move the camera that much. You can see those are not Pikmin because they're not responding. So just gonna like throw as much Pikmin as I can. And apparently that's it for for the captain. Now who's this guy? Alf. Alf seems to be the engineer. Just click on the hints. Same as the other one. They show you the way in case you get lost. So these are red Pikmin. Now in previous games, the red ones were the good ones they could actually fight better. So it's very likely they'll be the same in this game. Ah, so ZR you can actually lock on stuff. So this seems to be a bug of some sort. Let me try it. As you can see here, wasn't sure exactly how the lock-on feature worked. Now, then I got it. So as long as you press CR, it just locks on and you can throw as many Pikmin as you can. So there's some rubble apparently that was here. As you can see, you just aim or lock on into the rubble, and the Pikmin will just do the rest. They just go to use the rubble to put this bridge together. And they will keep doing it till there's no more rubble. So you have to do anything. And see, I just found another Pikmin. And at this point, you can't do anything. You just need to wait for the Pikmin to do their, finish building the bridge. Of course, if you have more Pikmin, they would have been able to do it faster. But there you go. Alright, one thing to notice is that once the Pikmin's done building the bridge, it'll go back where the rubble was. So you have to go back and, whistle it out. So this is the map of the area, and you can zoom in, zoom out, and move the cursor to look around. As you can see, that seems to be the ship. So now we have to get there. Alright, so you can see those are the flowers. They can actually use the Pikmin to get more Pikmin. So also you have a camera apparently you can use to take pictures. I'm not really sure what this is for yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be for some sort of reward system or something. Yeah, there you go. So you have to aim for those petals, and then the Pikmin just gather those buttons around. And as you can see, they'll bring them over to the ship. Oh, there's some enemies here. So there you go. For every petal with the number 1, we get 2 extra Pikmin. So we just go back to the ship, and I'll show you how to get the new Pikmin. So again, I just use the whistle to call them, and then you pluck them off the ground, as you can see. So just get close to them, and you start plucking them with A. Alright, so as you can see, we have more Pikmin now. So this should make things easier now. Let's see. Some bad guys here, so let's see how many Pikmin it takes to kill them. So you can see they take the bodies of the dead bugs back to the ship, and we're gonna get more Pikmin out of those. There you go. Get that flower. There's a 5 Pikmin flower, so it takes 5 Pikmin to take it, as you can see, to carry it to the ship. 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So I don't have any more Pikmin, so I need to go back to the ship. So you press A and you start plucking the Pikmin out, the new ones out. So you can see in the um, lower right corner of the screen, you can see how big my squad is. So right now I have 16 Pikmin in my squad, and I have 21 in the field. So it means that there's 5 Pikmin that I need to either pluck or call to my group. So I'm doing that right now. I have 21. So this should be enough to move that box that we saw earlier on. Alright guys, this is going to be part 1. I'm going to be continuing doing part 2 in the next video. Thanks.